Hey everyone, welcome. Rishi Sunak wants CBDC, central bank digital currency.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
This is him pretending that he's just going to look into it, but here's him at the UN lauding it as well.
This is the first COP to bring together so many of the world's finance ministers, businesses and investors with such a clear common purpose: to deliver the promise made in Paris 6 years ago to direct the world's wealth to protect our planet. The good news is that the will is there. At least 80% of the global economy has committed to net zero or carbon neutrality targets.
So that was climate zero using CBDC. Here he is just touting it off the bat.
Today, I'm proud to say that under the UK's presidency, the group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK.
Well, it seems that we were warned about central bank digital currency quite some time ago. This is Godfrey Bloom, who was a ex-Ukip MEP for the European Parliament, slamming central banks. Now, if anyone wants me to go through a deep dive in regards to why central bank digital currency would be a loss of all of your freedoms and all of your children's freedoms and all of their children's freedoms and so on and so on, once digital currency is brought in, it will be incredibly difficult to reverse. So if you want me to go into why that would be the case, let me know. I'll do a separate video on that. But this is just exposing the central banks who would have full control of central bank digital currency. Have a listen to this.
It is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke. Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. It isn't some sort of tsunami. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system. We have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, but counterfeiting by any other name. The artificial printing of money, which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and central banks do it all the time. Central banks repress the amount of interest that rates are, so we don't have the real cost of money, and yet we blame the real retail banks for manipulating LIBOR. The sheer effrontery of this is quite astonishing. It's central banks that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. And plus, underneath all this, we talk loosely, in a rather cavalier fashion, do we not, about deposit guarantees. So when banks go broke through their own incompetence and chicanery, the taxpayer picks up the tab. It's theft from the taxpayer. And until we start sending bankers, and I include central bankers and politicians, to prison for this outrage, it will continue.
We see why you should be starting to worry. Central bank digital currency gives them control over your finances on every transaction. Let that sink in. Every transaction. They control how you spend your money from then on, not you. Time to stand up against this, everyone, because Rishi Sunak is fully on board with the digital currency. Oh, we're well happy with the idea of locking us all down and restricting access to our monies. And if you don't think they'd do that, you're a fool, and you've not been paying attention for the last 2.5, 3 years. Let me know your opinion. I'd like to know your opinion. Stay sane. See you on the next one.